Hello, guys. Uh, we we are we are meeting to talk about the decades from 18th to the 20th. Uh, Alejandro, how were the 18th? Can you talking about, please?
Yes, of course. Um, I have more information about the life in the 18th years. For example, the music, the term is the disco, become is a buzzword in the 18th years. The marquee just like the dance music and the post-disco, so it's popular. The new we was also another of the genres become popular. For example, in the culture context in the 18 years is comfortable in time market, the video games, the music, the cinema, and fashion. We move and the writing of the king and queen of pop. Their set is right color and the should pants of the insects. For example, the issue with political or, or more mensajes as will the famous small face were every year. Um, I have information the word the tensions call is between the United States and the Social Union, global terrorists, and the existence of the great market in the 18 years. But it was also a time of great advances or discoveries with the first PC on internet, for example. In the environment context during the 18 years, the educational politicals of most countries um, decide greater on trying give the population access a minimum general education for the years. And for example, in the media, like in the 18 years, the most relevant media were the newspaper presented as today, news of the days and kin public productos. Y for finish is the reach a greater number of the people the cell phone. And, and finish the information in the 18 years. And you, what about information in the 19 years?
Okay. Yes, I I want to talk from the 19th. Uh, first, the 19th represent the end of one world and the beginning of another. Because months ago, the Berlin Wall was demolished by the Germans, and that caused the dissolution of the Earth. Apparently, this marked the end of the Cold War, and a socialist slowly died out. I think that's one of the most important uh, historical events. Um, Another very important aspect, it was the technology. There was increase in independence of the internet and the first social media were created. Quickly, there were more advances. For example, the cloning of Dolly sheet or the invasion of the Game Boy, the DVD, or the GPS. Also, people were more rebellious and there was more freedom of expression. That was very different from now. And many people describe that era as the craziest and coolest of all. And another thing is that during this time, we also had an increase in the environmental education. The UNESCO and the ONU began to pour environmental development plans at the international events to be added to the education levels, while training academics, professionals, and these topics. Uh, that's why each year was warmer than the previous one, and the scientists were worried because they didn't know how it would affect the world later on. Um, I think the 90s was a time that prepared everyone for the modernity. Uh, don't you believe it, Carlos? What happened in 2000s?
Oh, yes, my friends. I will dare you about my decade. Um, decade from 2000 2010. Uh, the 2000 comprise the period from January 1, 2001 to December 31, 2010. Decade was declared the international decade from a culture of space and non-violence from the children of the world. Um, the music in the early 2000 different genres of music expand, new genres emerged also. Uh, some of the old genres were modeled the genres that there were here during the years from 2000 2010 were pop, hip hop, house, reggae, reggaeton, electronic, rock, pop, de punk, um, the economy um, due the external circumstance, Black September, financial crisis, but particular internal absence of structural reforms, the Mexican economy, green annual average of 1.7% between 2001 and 2010, significantly below expenses. Um, customs, the customs of Mexico in the year from 2000 to 2010 remain same to this day are the following: the Kings, Candlemas, Holy Week, Days of the Dead, Christmas, New Year, um, uh, Vermont, the 2001 2010 decade was meant in both heavy springs and forebow land. On ocean surface temperatures, the record it was accompanied by a right decline in Arctic sea ice acceleration in the net mass was from the Arctic, um, Greenland ice sheets and from the world's glaciers and result of the widespread mill and thermal expansion from global mid sea leaf rose above threat and the purchase above twist the trend. Um, What did you think of this decade?
Uh, okay, I believe that we must begin to from stronger environmental awareness, because literally the global warming is is wreaking havoc on the planet, uh, such as the melting of glaciers or the increase in the temperatures. I think we need to start making change in their daily life, to reduce your carbon footprint. Uh, can you tell us a conclusion, Alejandro?
Yes, can you repeat, please?
Yes, can you tell us a conclusion?
And more information.
Yes.
In my opinion, I think the 18 years, the more information is the new information about this news television of color because it's relative invasion in this year, the 18th. Um, for example, is the pop is the music most famous in the years, and I think, for example, is the new invention, the likes the television, the radio, and the social media.
Okay, great. Thank you, guys. That's all for now.